Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video. And in this one we're going to be talking a lot more concrete about Dante. I would have had this video out a bit earlier, but I've been having nothing but issues with this laptop. I think I've now finally got on top of it, and it looks like it was maybe a driver issue, like an incompatibility with NVIDIA broadcast. Hopefully I'm on top of it now and we won't have future issues going forward. Touch wood, my desk is made of wood. So if I'm a little late with this video, I apologise, but we do have some more concrete details. So first off, the biggest thing I think is you might not even need Dante to actually see some good gains after this event. So this event is going to come with a unique EX move called Power Smash. And what it's going to do is it's basically going to send the front line to the back line, allowing you to kill the people who would normally be in front of that backline unit. Sound useful for a specific team comp? You know who we're talking about. We're talking about those bison teams that do your head in. Well, you might not even need the new unit to actually help take them down easier, because with this move, you are going to basically see maybe units who didn't shine for you before because of Bison now shining for you, because if he's no longer at the front for however long it is, you're going to see yourself being able to maybe churn through teams that you didn't really get by very easily before. So for me, this EX move actually might be one of the big pickups of the celebration. What we don't know right now is how you get that. Could it be part of an event where you can get it for free or redemption? We don't know that yet. If it's going to be part of his banner, then that could potentially mean the thing I speculated yesterday turns out to be true. If you remember yesterday in my video, I said that if you specifically look at Akuma, his page is called the Perfect Fist. So there's nothing to say that if you select Dante that you might not get a completely different pool, and if you get a completely different pool, maybe there will be some kind of pity on there. Who actually knows for sure right now? So apart from that, you can basically see here that you've got Devil Invasion, which is tasks to earn Demon Soul Stones. Now Demon Soul Stones are going to work like Master Beads, right? And then drop by Nico's store to buy rewards like the strongest Demon Hunter avatar. The agency needs you, explore the world and earn Demon Stars, a demonic currency Nico can utilise to power up your fighters. Exclusive rewards for new or returning players, including currency to pull and level up new fighters. Now, important thing to note there, this could just be advertising speak where they've not worded this correctly, but it says exclusive rewards for new or returning players, including currency to pull and level up new fighters. That suggests it's either going to be divination tokens or arcade tokens, because if you were receiving just special summon tickets, then you wouldn't get new fighters. You could only get either the new character or one of the other limited characters, which would be Akuma. So I'm not too excited about that just now, because I don't know if that means what it says literally, or if this is just like advertising speak where maybe they've written the wrong thing slightly. But I'm leaning towards that maybe being like factional tokens and stuff like that, okay? So if you look here, you can see that it looks like we're not going to get a trial of the character, as in a free day trial the way we did with Ken. It looks like it's just going to have an exclusive fighter realm where we can go in, earn 5 tickets, basically exactly the same as Akuma and Trendy Kami and stuff like that. So it does look like that's potentially going to be what they do moving forward. I'll obviously have a guide out for this. I usually do them first thing in the morning, so you guys can basically have a look at them if you're stuck and move through straight away. We can also see what the event screen looks like. To be honest, there's no big surprises here. It basically just looks like a different graphic, but pretty much the same idea as what we got with the other events, okay? So you can obviously see the special summon there. You can see the shop. We've got agency. Agency, to me, is maybe where the event's going to be. It's maybe potentially going to be either a raid type thing or something to that effect. We've got Explore. I'm guessing Explore would be our portal style mission that's going to be broken up over a couple of days. And if you look at the workbench at the left hand side, I'm assuming that's probably going to be where your achievements and your missions are, okay? The blue thing to the left hand side, not sure what that is going to be right now. I'm trying to think what we had in the other events. So you had the portal, you had the raid, you had the master thing where you turned the tiles. So I mean, that could be something like that. Maybe that's just going to be rewards for doing your daily missions. That would be quite good, I suppose. If so, it's pretty much going to be a straight cut and paste of the Akuma event, but with a different character, which it may very well be, to be honest. So if we look at the shop here, you can see it's your standard affair. You're going to get your soul stones and you can trade them in for different things. I mean, if you look just at what we can see here, even the cost and stuff seems very familiar, so I wouldn't be shocked if this is just basically exactly the same as what we've had before. Obviously, I would expect there to be some different units in there. Maybe there'll be some units that you can use, but ideally, you probably want to target materials from here. It's usually the best way to go. Then we can see Dante himself. Unfortunately, we can't click on any of these, but what we can see from looking at the bottom left-hand side is you can see that he definitely is a master unit, which we did expect, to be honest. Maybe not originally. Well, before we even started playing the game, we maybe thought he was going to be a legend, but as soon as they done it to Ken, I think we all knew what was going to happen. You can see that he is agility based. He is also a balanced fighter, so you kind of already know what sort of a gear you want to go for if you plan to summon for this guy. So you're looking at the same type of gear that Blanca and stuff like that would use. So it would be like your MMA type gloves and stuff like that. So that's the kind of gear you would want for him. So if you look here, you can see that obviously we do now know quite a lot about this event, okay? What I would say though is he is going to be a special summon, right? But I don't necessarily know if he's going to work the same way as standard special summons. I mean, like I said already, we don't have pity on the standard summon, okay? But those summons are designed to basically allow you over time to pick up the units, okay? Now, I do not expect this guy to stay in the summoning pool. The reason I say that is because I don't think I've ever played a collab where the character just sticks around for you to be able to summon forever. So I do fully expect that when the event's over, this guy is going to go away. So you're going to have a very short window where you can summon him. So when they do these events, perhaps even just for these limited characters, they will add pity. I mean, again, we don't know, but I really wouldn't pin my hopes on picking this guy up over a long-term period of time. The reason I say that is because I've never played a game that does that with a collab, and secondly, he hasn't stuck around on any of the other versions of the game, you know? Even if we look at Monster Hunter Ken, I think he's now returned once on TW, so I feel like Dante's the type of character that when he comes back, if they do a rerun, which they'll probably do by the looks of things, he will probably end up in this pool again. But for him to just stick around after the event, I do not see that happening. I feel like that's a massive stretch for that to be the case. So this is what we know. We do know quite a lot of concrete information now. We know his type, we know his gear required, we know that his event is going to bring a decent EX move. Unfortunately, we know you're not going to get a 3-day trial of the character like you did with Ken. I think someone joked on my Discord that they realised that people pushed on so much on content, they don't want you doing that, so they're not giving you a trial again. Who knows if that's the case or not. But there's going to be decent stuff to do. Let's just hope that the events are good. Let's hope that there isn't any kind of paywalled missions, and let's hope we can all get lucky and get this guy to SSS inside free multis. Wouldn't that be awesome? Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink. Let me know if you are at all looking forward to the event. I low-key feel like I'm maybe a little bit more excited for the EX move right now than I am for Dante, because I feel like with that EX move it may open up some new opportunities with regards to team building and some good strategies and stuff like that. So it has got me a little bit more excited, and yeah, apart from the fact that I hate that banner, it's looking good so far. But my expectations are firmly in the camp of he's going to be an extremely difficult unit to get, he's going to be an expensive unit to get, so I'm going in with that mindset, and hopefully it can turn out to not be the case. But I'll cross my fingers, but I won't put my hopes on it. See you later.